Okay, I think that's right. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is now live, I believe. Is it live? I'll check over there. Yes. Can you guys hear me, see me, talk to me? Thanks for waiting. Sorry to keep you waiting. Somebody send something in the comments. Let me know if, yes. Hi, good morning. Excellent. Wow. Ay, 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 ay. I don't know. Technical problems this morning, and I restarted my computer, and that didn't work, and I had to restart it again, and it was very slow, and still my desktop is not working. Anyway, who's here today? Let's see. Thank you for coming. Elena is here. Hi, Naoko. Tefo, hi. Good to see you again, Yumino Mie, Lynn. Excellent, excellent. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for joining me. It is Monday. What is today? The 7th. Ooh, next week is Valentine's Day. I'll have to do something special for that. So before I do anything else, how's the weather in my city today? Rainy. The temperature is about 2 degrees. And it's raining, and it's going to rain all day. That's okay. So listen. Yesterday, when I got up and I checked the Google verse, the online world, I found out that there are now 30,000 subscribers. 30,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel, and I just got to say, hey, thank you so much to everyone who subscribes to this channel. 30,000 was a big milestone. It was a big goal for me to reach. I kind of thought I could do it by the end of last year, but that didn't happen. That's fine. But here we are at 30,000, so I'm so excited that I have the opportunity to help everyone here learn English. So that's very, very, that's exciting, and I appreciate your support. I appreciate a lot of you guys. You come here every week, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you very much. 30,000. February is starting out to be a great month. That's awesome. Also, what else did I want to mention to you today? What do I want to mention? Yeah, I know my eye is weird. I don't know why. There's a language exchange app which is called Hello Talk, and I'm going to be doing live streaming on that app starting tomorrow. Okay, so it's called Hello Talk. It's a place where you can find language partners, and people post things and they ask, hey, can you correct my English and stuff like that. So if you have that app in your phone and maybe you haven't used it in a while and you want to dust it off, the time is going to be 9:45 a.m. New York time. 9:45 a.m. New York time. And so I'll be doing that actually twice this week. I think it's tomorrow and Friday. So that's that. What else did I want to tell you? That's about it. That's all the announcements that I have. I hope you guys had a good weekend where you are, wherever you are. Warm and sunny in Amsterdam. Wow, lucky you. Overcast every day. Yeah, it's overcast. That's right. That's the winter. That's the New York winter. So what can we do? All right. Today we're going to finish up our conversation about the. And our conversation about and the. Hello Talk. Mie, thank you. Now go. Thank you very much. Excellent. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm very lucky. I'm a lucky guy. That's for sure. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about and the. Let me move to this screen. And if you've just joined and this is your first time here, welcome. Thanks for coming. This document that you see here, howdy, hello, is available for free for you. And all you need to do is go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube and you will find that. And you put in your name and your email address and you can get this PDF for free. How cool is that? And that might be helpful for you when you study. Also, whatever I do on the Hello Talk Live, I'm also going to be posting a PDF. So, all right, a couple of review things we should do. I think that's a good idea. And then we'll jump into today's point, which is all of the different ways we use that. Sorry for the scroll. Okay, so we already talked about the fact that we use the when it's the second time to mention something, right? I saw a cat and a dog. First time we say, I saw a cat and a dog. The cat was black and the dog was white. So that's one way that we use the. We use the when there's only one, right? I think that's the key point, right? For this. So, hey, Dad, can I borrow the car? Means there's only one car in our family, right? Or Kate's husband is cooking away in the kitchen. They only have one kitchen. The milk is in the fridge. There's only one fridge. The milk is in the fridge. I had a busy morning. I went to the post office, the bank, and the deli. Those are the places I usually go to in this area. There's only one of them. And it's a specific post office and a specific bank and a specific deli. When we stayed at Grandma's house, we went to the beach every day. The beach near Grandma's house. Hey, look at that boy in the blue shirt. In the blue shirt. The boy. So there's only one boy there. And I don't know if I mentioned this. This is a little side point. The boy in the blue shirt means the boy who's wearing a blue shirt. So the guy in the black shirt is teaching this class. Kind of a black. It's like a dark blue, actually. Am I frozen? No, okay. I was frozen for a minute. My gosh. So we use that in conversational English usually when we talk about what somebody's wearing. Like, hey, who's that woman in the suit? Right? In the suit. We also use the with the superlative. Right? The biggest, the best, the most interesting lesson. Because there's only one, right? If you say, "Oh, that's the tallest, that's the tallest building in my city." There's only one tallest building. Actually, that's not the tallest building, but for example. Or that's the oldest cafe in my street. Right? That's the oldest cafe. So there's only one oldest, there's only one tallest, there's only one most handsome. So that's when we use the. We talked about a species last time, right? We used the, right? When we talk about the species in a very scientific way of speaking, the wolf is not a really dangerous animal. Or, what else? The kangaroo is found only in Australia. Now, Conversationally, we usually use the S form. Kangaroos are usually found in Australia. But in like a documentary, you would hear that. The announcer would say, the kangaroo is only found in Australia. So we talked about this is a review. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thanks for coming. Check last week's live lesson, which is and the part 2 for the details. I'm just trying to give you a little review right now. We use the when we talk about musical instruments. Joe plays the piano. I play the guitar, right? We use the when we talk about a system. Let's take the subway. Let's take the train. Call the police. And then we use the with some adjectives when we talk about groups of people. Life can be hard for the poor. The rich should pay more taxes. She works for a group to help the disabled. Okay, so those are rules that happen all the time. And so those are rules you can count on without driving yourself crazy. Okay. And now that I've said that, now it's time for Michael to drive you crazy. Okay, just give me 1 second. I have to fix something here that's technical. Oh my God. I don't know what is wrong with my computer today. Just a moment. Okay. All right. That should be good. Okay. So. Mika, hi. Thanks for coming. How do you pronounce the superlative? Superlative. Some people might call that superlative, but I usually say superlative. Toshi, hi. Thanks for coming. Good morning. Life could be convenient for the well-off and hard for the poor. Right. That's a good example, Tefo. So when we talk about certain groups of people, we use the. Yeah. So, all right. Now. Now is the point in the lesson that it's going to get weird. Okay? This is going to get weird. So what I need you to do is get your notebook and a piece of paper. I mean, wow. Hold on. Let me try that again. Oh, that's better. Get your notebook and a pen or your notebook and a pencil. Sit down and take a deep breath. Okay, one more time. Just breathe in and breathe out. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to be weird. Last time I said that there are no rules, there are just ideas. Is that what I said? Okay. This next part is the exception to the rules, or as I like to call it, special cases. And so that's what we're going to talk about. When we pronounce it the and the book, the apple. So if the word starts with a vowel sound, we usually say the. Put the onion on the apple. I have the book. I have the dog. So that's the pronunciation. Why you? Hi from Japan. Hello, why you? Thank you for coming today. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Fasten your seatbelts. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts because the next part of this lesson is going to get a little weird. All right. So, and I should say, you've got to memorize this next part. Don't try to think of the rule because it's going to be too much. Okay. Also, don't shoot the messenger. Okay? I didn't make up the rules. I'm just telling you what's going on here. All right. Everybody's calm? Awesome. We don't normally use the with names and titles. Okay? So, William Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. Paris is the capital of France. I read War and Peace. So the title of a book, the title of a movie, the name of a person, the name of a city, right? Like, I live in New York, not the New York. Tefo lives in Amsterdam, not the Amsterdam. Lynn is from Taiwan, not the Taiwan. Elena is from Italy, not the Italy. Okay, so we don't say the Elena is from the Italy. So we don't use the with a name or a title. However, there are two cities that I know of that have the as the name of the city. Okay? And these are them. We live in The Hague. Who knows where The Hague is? He's from the Bronx. So the Bronx is an area of New York City. It's the north part. There are 5 parts of New York City, and the Bronx is the north part. The Bronx. And The Hague. That's right. I knew you were going to answer that question, Tefo. Right. The Hague is in the Netherlands. The Hague is in the Netherlands, which brings us to our next point. Some countries, and it says countries whose names includes words like kingdom, states, or republic, use the. The United Kingdom, the Kingdom of Nepal, the United States, the People's Republic of China, all of those have the, and I should capitalize those because that's the proper thing. Okay? So if, maybe I showed you this last time, I don't know if I have one. Yes, I do. If you look here, it says on the money, the United States of America. The United States of America. The is part of the name of the country, right? And there are other countries that have, it says countries that have plural nouns as their names. The Netherlands, the Philippines, the Bahamas. So Tefo just said The Hague is the political capital of the Netherlands. So the name of the country is the Netherlands. The Hague is the name of the city, which is the capital. But we don't say the Torino, the Taipei, the Tokyo, the Paris, all right? Because some countries and some cities have the as part of the name. I think I see smoke is coming out of your ears right now. And please don't ask me why. So I remember when I was first learning Japanese, which is my second language. And I don't remember what language point I was studying, but I remember I asked my teacher, "Oh, well, why is that?" Because she said it was a certain special case. And my teacher said, sometimes when you learn another language, don't worry about why. Just believe. It sounds like a Disney movie. Just believe. But Michael, why do we say the Netherlands and the Bronx? Just believe. Okay. So that's it. You just have to believe it. And to be honest, right? Does it matter why? I don't think so. And there are going to be a lot of things that I'm going to talk to you about in this lesson today that are going to be, you're going to think, why? Why? If I know the rule, but they're really, is that a rule? I don't know. It's hard to think of a rule when it comes to the. So just remember, like, there's The Hague and the Bronx, and I don't believe that there are any other cities which have the. And then the UK, let's see, the UK, the Kingdom of Nepal, the United States, the People's Republic of China, the United Arab Emirates. I think that's the other one I can think of. Did I spell that right? No, of course I didn't. Because I'm terrible. No, I don't think that's right. Hang on. I think my spelling is off. Emirates. Oh, I'm totally off. Emirates. Sorry about that. If you're from the UAE. So, who else? The Antilles. The United Arab Emirates. Okay, so there are some. Right, the Netherlands, the Philippines, the Bahamas. I think we should put these in this category here. Did I spell that wrong? Is it 2 L's? I can't see. 2 L's. Yes, that works better. All right, so these are countries that have the in the name, and there could be more. I'm not sure, but I think that's a good list. Okay, so all right, hold on. The Netherlands. How to pronounce that? Netherlands. I know there's a th as an L. So if you do it this way, lands, their lands, Netherlands, Netherlands. Try that. All right. Now it's going to get weird. So hold on, breathe. Okay. Geographical features. What does that mean? Mountain ranges, groups of islands, rivers, seas, oceans, and canals need the. Okay? Mountains. The Himalayas, the Rockies, the Alps, the Canaries, Okay, the groups of islands, the Canaries, like the Bahamas. And then oceans, the Atlantic or the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, the Black Sea. And then rivers, the Amazon, the Nile, the Panama Canal, the Erie Canal. Okay, so all of these geographical features like mountains and groups of islands and rivers and seas and oceans need the. But the Thames, hello from South Korea, thanks for coming. However, we don't use an article, we don't use an article for lakes. There's no article for lakes. I know. So we have the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Amazon River, the Nile River, the Seine River, the Tama River, but Lake Michigan, Lake Geneva, Lake Biwa, so we need, let's think about that for a second. We need the for an ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Sea of Japan, the China Sea. We need the for a river, the Nile River, the Amazon River, the Seine River, the Tama River, the Mississippi River, Lake Geneva, Lake Biwa. No the. Now, as your English coach, it's my duty to try and explain how and why things work. And you're probably wondering, well, Michael, if we use the for an ocean and we use the for a river, how come we don't use the for a lake? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It just is. That's it. I can't tell you why. It just is. The Caribbean. You guys have good examples. The Thames, the Grand Canyon. Yes, right. Geographical features, the Grand Canyon. Right? But we don't use a the for a lake. That's what you know. That's what you need to know. Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows. If you want my personal opinion, it's random. That's right. I think, and I believe, that years and years ago, Shakespeare, or even before Shakespeare, there were a couple of guys and girls sitting in a pub somewhere in London writing the rules for English grammar, and they were drunk. And one person said, I have an idea. Let's use the for ocean, and let's use, that's my impersonation of a drunk guy. And let's use the for a river, but no the for a lake. And the other drunk person said, oh, jolly good, that will confuse the French. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me either, but that's the rule, I guess. Okay, so what else did I want to tell you? And I know that this is not easy, and I know that you come here to learn something, and you want to learn the rule, and I understand all that, but I'm just telling you that that's what the situation is, and just remember it. That's all. Lynn, good point. So, right, did you see Lynn's comment there? There are always exceptions. Just be used to it. In the end, it'll roll off your tongue in no time. That's right. So, the way I like to think about all of these names, like Lake Michigan, the Atlantic Ocean, the Himalayas, the Netherlands, right? Like, you have a group of friends, right? And you know all of your friends, right? There's Elena, there's Nauko, there's Mie, there's Tefo, right? I know all of my friends here. There's Lynn, there's Toshi, there's Hadi, okay? So those are the names of the people I know, right? Well, all you have to do is think about the names of certain countries: the Bahamas, the UAE, the UK, the United States, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean. So just memorize those names like they're the names of people that you know. And then don't think about, well, should this country have the? Is it the Turkey or Turkey? Don't worry about thinking that way. Just memorize the name. That's all. That's my best advice. All right. I said to you before that titles, right? Like the title of a book, War and Peace, or, hey, have you ever read Harry Potter? Right? That's the title of the book, right? Now, some books have the, which is part of the title. And many of you know, because you come to my class every Tuesday on Clubhouse, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's the name of the book. The name of the book has the in it. Just like the United States and the Netherlands. The is part of the name, but most books don't have the in the name. So you can say, I read Harry Potter, but you can't say I read the Harry Potter. All right? So I'll say that again. Don't use the for the title of a book, but some books have the as part of the title. Okay? So that's that. Now, Sunny, hey, hospitals, okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to Sunny's question coming soon. For some reason, newspapers need the Times, the Washington Post, the Guardian, what else? The Japan Times. I don't know the name of a lot of newspapers, but newspapers have the. Okay, so to get to Sunny's question. Well-known, okay, and again, this is where it gets weird, so just breathe a little bit. Well-known buildings or works of art, okay? The Empire State Building, the Taj Mahal, the Metropolitan Museum, the Mona Lisa, the sunflowers, okay? So well-known works of art and famous buildings have the. So you can go to, you can go to Europe, right? And there's the Eiffel Tower. And then in England, the Tower Bridge. Come to America, the Statue of Liberty. Somebody said, how do you say that before, right? The Statue of Liberty. The Empire State Building. Big Ben. Big Ben is a well-known building. It's a tourist attraction. and there's no the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. With works of art, the replaces the word painting. Mona Lisa painting, but we still need the Mona Lisa. I guess it could be that. I don't know what the rule or the idea behind that is, but I do know that works of art use the Mona Lisa. Okay, so but Big Ben is an exception. The Colosseum, right, in Rome, the Colosseum. So, the Vatican, that's another country that has the. So, but Big Ben, there's no the. Why? Why is it the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum, and then you go to Greece, the Parthenon, right? But Big Ben, there's no the. It just is. And also, airports and stadiums don't have the. So, the Colosseum is a kind of stadium, I know, but there's no the. And I don't know why. But airports, Heathrow, JFK, Charles de Gaulle, I don't know any other airports. LAX. So airports, there's no the. And stadiums. Yankee Stadium, Citi Field, Dodger Stadium. Okay, so a stadium is a kind of famous building, but there's no the. I don't know why. It just is. All right? Okay, hang on. We're not done yet. All right. Certain organizations use the. The United Nations, the Seamen's Union, the Teamsters Union, okay? The Red Cross. I'll put that in there. That's good. Okay, so these organizations, and I should capitalize that. Sorry about that. These organizations use the. Hotels, pubs, restaurants. Okay? The Hilton Hotel, the Ritz Hotel, the W Hotel, the Limelight, the Rainbow Room. Okay, these are all, the Limelight is a club. The Rainbow Room is a restaurant. Has the. Okay? But if the name of the restaurant or the hotel is the name of the owner, I know it's weird, there's no the. So there's Brown's Hotel or Brown's, or Morel's Restaurant or Monty's, or Michael's Pub, coming soon to a Japan city near you someday. So, and I know that Hilton is a family name, but I don't, that's the thing, okay? So hotels get the, except for the Hilton. Except if the name is, like Michael's Hotel. All right, so about hotels, and who said this? Sonny's question. About hotels and hospitals, it all depends on whether the founder of the hospital, the founder of the restaurant, put the in the name. That's where it comes down to. And so you can probably find 100 restaurants that have the in the name, and you can probably find 100 restaurants that don't. Okay, so the idea, not the rule, the idea is if the name of the restaurant or the hotel is the name of the owner, then it's not. There's a famous Irish pub here in New York called McSorley's, and McSorley is the guy's name who founded it. So it's McSorley's Pub. But there's also a pub called The Shamrock. The Shamrock. Okay? So the best thing I can tell you there is just remember that if you're going to a hotel, find out the name of the hotel. And then if it's the, then it's the. If it's not, it's not. If you go to a restaurant, then you'll know if it's, you say, oh, we're going to Michael's restaurant. Okay, no the. We're going to, I don't know, the Waffle House. Then there's the. Okay? Don't freak out on me. When we talk about a family, right? And I said before that people's names don't have the, right? I don't say, I'm going to talk to the Elena or the Nauko or the Sonny. We don't put that in front of a person's name, but when we talk about a family, we do. So, for examples, the Obamas, the Jacksons, the Washingtons, the Smiths, the DiGiacomos. So, in my family, the DiGiacomos came from Sicily. And my mother's family name is Fasciani. So the Fascianis came from Napoli. Right? So families have that. And about the Bronx, I mentioned that there's a part of New York City called the Bronx. There used to be a family that lived in that area, and it was, Mr. and Mrs. Bronk. Okay? Mr. Bronk. And if you wanted to visit them, you would say, hey, let's go to the Bronx. And it's quite possible that the Bronx and the Bronx came from that, but not necessarily so. That's a kind of an urban legend. Okay, are you guys with me so far? Everybody still alive? You're still breathing? Hi, Gladys. No, I do not add milk or sugar or half and half to my coffee. I like it black. Like my shirts. All right. The next part is important, especially if you're taking an exam like TOEIC or TOEFL, right? We have these acronyms, which are like letters that represent a name. So when the acronym is pronounced as a word, don't use the. So here's two examples. He works for NATO. Jen got a job at NASA. So NATO, NASA, OPEC, right? That's the oil organization. OPEC. OPEC, the oil producing. I don't know what OPEC stands for. But there's no the, because we read it as a word. NATO, NASA, OPEC. No the. But when it's pronounced as a series of letters, we use the. He works for the UN, because we pronounce it as a U and an N, a single letter. Jen got a job at the FBI, right? The UN, the FBI, the CIA. Okay, so if you pronounce the letters as a series of letters, the UN, then it's the UN. But if it's NATO, it's just NATO with no the. Okay? So that's the story with that. The United Nations, right. Thank you, Tammy. Hello, Tammy. Better late than never. That's what we say. Javier, hello. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, senor. All right. And then, two more. Are you still there? Everybody's okay? You didn't faint? I hope you didn't faint. Okay, ships. I told you before, and I said before, that there's no name for there's no the with names, but ships need a name. That's why it's the Titanic, or the USS New York, or the Intrepid. Okay, the Space Shuttle. So ships need the. And then with company names, and this is again a company name, a hotel name, the name of a book. It all depends on how that company formed their name. All right, so my company is Happy English, and the technical name is Happy English Language Services Corporation. But some companies have the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the United Packaging Company. So some companies have the as part of the name. Some don't. Google, Microsoft, no the. We don't say the Microsoft or the Google. So it all depends. So when it comes to the name of a company, or the name of a book, or the name of a building, because Sonny asked about that before, what about the name of a hospital? It all depends on the founder and how they named their company. So that's that. All right. And now I know that's a lot of information in a short amount of time. By the way, if you've just come and today's your first day, and if you want to get this document here, this one, this document, right? Go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube. You put in your name and your email address, and you can download this for free. Okay? There we go. myhappyenglish.com/YouTube. You can download this document for free. So that's it. That's it. The name of a basketball team, the Raptors, right? The Yankees, the Blue Jays. So sports teams have the, but not every sports team has the. So, it all depends on the name of the team. All right, so it's a lot to memorize, but most of what we talked about today is names of places and names of books and names of buildings and names of famous places, and you just have to remember those names. That's all. That's all, and that's why I said that these are not rules; these are ideas. Just relax. And as I mentioned last time, this topic is the most difficult. Okay, that's the superlative. It's the most difficult point of English. And if you feel like it's a lot and it's hard to remember, you're absolutely right. You're right. There's no nothing effortless here. Okay, you need effort to do this. It's not easy. So, but it's not impossible, right? So, learning a second language is not easy, but it's not impossible. Okay, and I'm here to help you with that. All right, so that's it for today. I really appreciate your comments, and I appreciate you coming here. Let's see. Cafe au lait, white coffee. No, it's black coffee, that's for sure. The Beatles, right. The Beatles, but it's ABBA. Okay? Led Zeppelin, but the Rolling Stones. It all depends on who named it. Yeah, I know. There are a lot of things to memorize. I understand that. You know, you didn't come here to learn how to make tea. Make tea. Boil water. Add tea bag. Go up and down. Dunk. That's tea. This is not making tea. This language requires effort. Learning a language requires work. You know, we live in a world of instant everything, right? You can get it quick, but language is different. You got to work at it. It takes time. Give yourself the time. Understand that it takes time to understand this. And it takes time to memorize something and to learn something. So, all right. So thank you for joining today. Again, thank you so much to everyone here on my YouTube channel who subscribe. 30,000 subscribers now. Yay. Awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks to everybody who left a tip today. I appreciate that as well. All right. Tomorrow, same time on Clubhouse app, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Please join me for that. And then also on the Hello Talk app, tomorrow, a couple of hours after the Wimpy Kid class, I'll be live streaming on Hello Talk. Okay, that's something new I'm doing, and I hope you can join me for that. Thank you very much for coming to this live lesson today. I'll be back next week on Valentine's Day. For a Valentine's Day lesson just for you. Thank you for joining me. You guys have a great day. Let me push the button. Where's the button? There's the button. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good evening. And again, remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you reach your goals. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.